Hello, Bendy Friendies. This is a 15-minute foam roll and release session designed for hypermobile bodies. This will be especially useful if you supinate your feet when you walk, if you put your weight in your heels when you're standing and lift your toes, and also if you have tight chest muscles. You'll need a regular foam roller. It needs to be long enough that you can lie down on it with the base of your skull all the way through your pelvis on the roller. You'll need either a half foam roller or a yoga bolster or even another yoga mat that's rolled up, something about this height, or a wedge. We're going to use it under our pelvis. You'll need either a lightweight Theraband or some sort of a strap similar to this. And then you'll need a lightweight thigh loop band, or you can just tie this one in a loop when you need it. Let's get started. We're going to start with our hamstrings. Go ahead, however is comfortable. But what I want is make sure you're not collapsing into your joints. So use your rhomboids, use your mid-back muscles to hold you up while you do this. And we want to get the inside, outside, and middle of the hamstrings, all three of them. And I'll show you in picture how to do this in a supported way if you want to try it leaning against your couch. That way, if this is irritating on your shoulders, you can still roll. Excuse me, cat. Can we not eat the computer? Just making sure to pay some extra attention down where those hamstrings attach by the knees. And then we're going to go ahead and move to our calves. You can also use, if you have a foam roller, the half roller. You can use this for a little bit of extra support. So same thing, we're just going to kind of work on both inside and outside, and both of those calf muscles. And if you want to, instead of putting all your weight, just kind of rotate. And same thing the other side. Just pushing into that area that gets so tight. Good, now we're gonna move into our quadriceps. So we're gonna come to the front of our legs. Don't go up past your hip bones. Same thing, don't let yourself collapse. Thoracic extension here. Just rolling. And again, you want to get the inside and the outside, trying to get all four of those quadricep muscles. You can focus a little higher. And then move the roller just a little lower, get closer to the knees. Good, now we're gonna switch to the front of our calves, our anterior tibialis. It's this meaty muscle right on the outside of your shin. So we're just gonna start on the right side. You don't wanna put all your weight down. So we're just gonna give it a nice little roll here. Releasing that tension. This is also getting into the soleus of the calf muscle. Go ahead and switch sides. I know you can't see this side very well. I apologize, but we're trying to make this a fast session, which means not a lot of time to switch between positions. Okay. And then we're going to move to our latissimus dorsi on the right side. Very, very gently. Just right here. almost on the outside of your armpit where that muscle attaches. That's actually what we're getting into here. So you can start here and then move it just a little bit lower. Go ahead and just get down the side. Very gently. Don't put all your weight down. And then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Start at the outside of your armpit. Get that attachment first. Very gently. And then go ahead and just shift it down. You can think of this almost like where the obliques are, if that's helpful. Just very gently. All right, now we're gonna do something a little funky. We're gonna get settled vertically on the foam roller now. So go ahead and lie down with your pelvis all the way through base of your skull on the roller. And then we're just gonna start. Try not to let your shoulder blades completely relax. Just gonna move very slowly vertically. Trying to get into any knots and tension we might have between the shoulder blades. Just kind of moving our arms and seeing how it feels in those different areas. You might hear a crunching like I am in certain spots. Feels so good though. A few more seconds. Good. And then I want you to raise your arms over your belly button and gently lift your shoulder blades away from your rib cage just a bit. Hold your shoulder blades there. Inhale, bring your elbows toward the floor. And since you're holding your shoulder blades, you probably won't be able to go all the way down. You should feel a stretch in your pectoral muscles here. And then exhale, take it back up. No tension in the pec when you do this, just gently lifting the shoulder blades. Hold the shoulder blade, inhale, open. Feeling a stretch in your chest muscles. Exhale, gentle raise. Keep your hands below your shoulders. And then just hold it here. And play with how this feels. Don't let your shoulder blades drop too much. You can even do a little bit of that side to side like we were doing. And you can start to open your palms a bit and let your arms drop if this is comfortable. Just getting a nice stretch. Imagining your collarbones opening. We're going to go ahead and get situated on our half roller. I'm going to wedge it under your pelvis. You want it to prop your pelvis posteriorly so your tailbone is tucking toward your rib cage. You're going to lower your right leg, pull this left knee toward your chest very gently, keeping your pelvis tucked. And then you're going to switch it on your exhale. Inhale, little pull. Hold your pelvis, switch it. Inhale the pull. Exhale, switch. Inhale, pulling your chest, pulling your knee toward your chest, letting that other leg hang. Exhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, pulling very gently. Good, and then we're just gonna go into a single-sided stretch here. So keep that right knee, hold toward the chest. just very gently. And wherever it's comfortable here, hang on to it. Keep that pubic bone tucked toward your rib cage. You just want to breathe as deeply as you can here comfortably. Stretching hip flexors on the left leg, hamstrings on the right leg. As you breathe deeply and inhale, expanding your diaphragm, stretching your psoas, and letting it release on the exhale. Go ahead and switch sides. Slowly lower your right leg. Bring that left knee towards your chest. Make sure you've got that pelvis tucked, no arching in the lumbar spine. Very gently bringing that knee toward the chest. Just hanging here. Big inhale. Big exhale. You're gonna grab your band, the long band. You're gonna go ahead and put it over the balls of your feet. We want to keep the knees bent. Same thing, pelvis tucked with the pubic bone up toward rib cage. You're going to inhale, let your knees come towards your chest. Feel a nice stretching in the thoracic spine, even maybe. And then exhale, push up. Try to plantar flex your ankles. Inhale, knees back to the chest. Let your toes come toward your face. Exhale, push out. Stretch into your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Hold your core in just enough that you don't feel any tension in your low back. Inhale. Feel the stretch here, really pulling your knees toward your belly. Exhale, push it out. Good. And release that. We're going to go ahead and get set up. This is a little bit different. We're going to keep this under our thoracic spine. And then we're going to put this one under our pelvis. So again, helping us stay in a tuck here and then getting a nice stretch throughout the rest of the spine on the vertical roller. And when you're ready, we're gonna inhale, bring your left knee toward your chest, right leg straight. Just hold this for a minute, just a little bit of a different stretch. If you want to open your right hand, opening the chest. And then on your next exhale, go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to try to draw that knee in, keep the pelvis tucked. You want to open the hand a little bit. And go ahead and release that. And then drop both of your legs. We want to bring the soles of your feet toward one another. Keep your pelvis tucked, pubic bone up toward the rib cage. Gently opening just as much as is comfortable. Using this to stretch into the psoas here. Get deep in those hip flexors. Opening the knees helps. Again, keeping a nice tuck here. Just breathe into this. Open your palms toward the ceiling if that feels good. And if this is too much, you can just use the half, keep the half roller or bolster under your pelvis and nothing on the floor like we had been prior. That's totally fine. Go ahead and release that. And then the next thing, last thing, get the band around your thighs. If you aren't using the small band, just, yep, I knew I was going to fall. Just tie the bigger one into a loop. We're just using this to hold us together. It's not really for strength or anything. So we're going to fly our legs out straight, tuck that pelvis, and you want to keep your kneecaps facing up toward the ceiling. Just hold this here. The band makes this a little bit more of an active stretch and allows you to get into those hip flexors without feeling like you're gonna collapse. So let's just hold this for another minute. If you really want to deepen it, and only if the inversion is okay for you, because this is going to put your heart above your head, could deepen it a little bit more like this. Just again, make sure that pelvis is tucked so our low back is protected. Really getting in there. You can even pull apart a little bit, see if that feels good. Just keep those kneecaps toward the ceiling. Okay, that's it. You can very, very carefully and slowly come up to sitting. I hope you feel a little looser and more relaxed. I will see you next time. Let me know if this was helpful or what you want to see next time. Bye.